Alright then guys, how's it going? JTJudgment here, and welcome back to another legend review in FIFA 15 Ultimate Team. Today we're going to be taking a look at the 91 rated Marco van Basten. Now I know a lot of you guys have requested this review for quite some time, so I just want to start off by apologising for this review taking so long to be uploaded. I was lucky enough to find someone recently on Twitter who was willing to let me use their account to do a review on this player. So a link is going to be down below in the description, linking you to his Twitter account for you guys to go over there and say a massive thank you to him personally. That would be absolutely insane. Now the 91 rated Marco van Basten is a player that I really wanted to tell you guys is awesome to use in game, but unfortunately guys, for the price that he goes for and for the rating that EA decided to give him yet again, I've got to say he is not worth it. Now let me go through the positives and negatives that I did find, explaining why I do not think he is worth it. I'll go through the positives that I did find first. First off, let's start with his pace. He's got 83 pace on the card. I think the goals in the video that you were going to see in just a second will demonstrate exactly what his pace can do and what it looks like. He is able to pace past a lot of defenders that should catch him basically, and I did come up against a lot of fast defenders while using the team that Van Basten was in, so that was a very nice surprise to see. His dribbling and ball control, it was pretty decent for me. It was okay. 80 dribbling on the card. I've got to say it felt slightly worse than that. Maybe in the low to mid 70s at best. It was borderline usable, I guess, is the point that I'm trying to get across. So if you're somebody that has to have, you know, epic dribbling and ball control in your strikers, then Van Basten is not the sort of legend that I would recommend going for. But in my opinion, it's half decent and borderline usable. Now, one of the biggest sort of disappointments that I did find with Van Basten is that his shooting did not feel like 94. He does have 94 shooting on the card, but unfortunately it was nowhere near as good as what 94 shooting should feel like basically for me. His finishing inside the box, it was pretty awesome. I didn't really have a problem actually when it came to finishing inside the box. The main problem with his shot that I had is that his long shots were terrible. Absolutely terrible. He did manage to score one or two for me, but out of the, you know, all the shots that I did take, scoring only two is very disappointing. Now, one of the best things, or if not the best thing about his shot that I did find is that his finesse shot was incredible. If you're somebody that likes taking finesse shots and you have the coins to buy Van Basten, then that is the best thing about his shot. You know, when taking finesse shots from a distance and inside the box, actually pretty much anywhere, his shot felt like 99 for me, so that was awesome to see, and definitely the best aspect of his shooting for me. That's pretty much all the pluses that I did find with the legend Van Basten. Pretty much everything else is a weakness. His strength for me was pretty terrible. He was outmuscled by pretty much every defender that did manage to catch him and, you know, try to muscle him off the ball. You know, you could see the defenders, you know, the people that I was coming up against raping the B button and easily taking the ball off him basically, and he was falling to the floor, you know, pretty much straight away, and that did get very frustrated. His passing for me really wasn't the best. Now I know a lot of people are going to argue that passing isn't very important in a striker, but seeing as I'm reviewing the player, I like to test out everything, and his passing was a very big disappointment for me. He did, you know, play the lucky pass through and get the lucky assist every now and then, but when it comes to passing in general guys, it really was a big disappointment for me. Another big surprise that I did find is that his aerial ability for a player that has 88 jumping and 90 heading accuracy, his aerial ability for me was incredibly terrible. He would never jump, you know, an attempt to head the ball from crosses, and whenever he did get lucky enough to get his head to the ball, there was hardly any power behind them, and the accuracy was very bad. His weak foot was really bad. He's got 3-star skills and 3-star weak foot. It felt like a 2-star for me guys. His finishing inside the box was absolutely terrible, and you know, from a distance you're not going to be able to do anything with a 3-star weak foot. And 3-star skills, if you're somebody that has to have skills in your strikers, then he's not going to be be, you know, he's not going to fit your style of play. If you have to have strikers that, you know, you can do Ronaldo chops with and all that fancy stuff, then he's not going to be the player for you. And the biggest downside that I did find is that his positioning was pretty terrible. He's got low attacking work rate and medium defensive, which really does ruin him. It really ruins his positioning. It causes him to be out of position all the time, and when you're buying a striker for 2.5 million coins, it's not something that you want to see, you know. Even though he does have 92 attack positioning, that's sort of cancelled out by his work rate being so bad, unfortunately, guys. In all honesty, I do not think he is worth it. In my opinion, he should be worth no more than 1 million coins, but that's just my personal opinions, guys. Take from this review what you will. I've got to say he is not worth his current price tag. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section, and that's going to wrap up today's Van Basten Legend review. If this did help you decide whether or not to buy him yourself, guys, then a like is greatly appreciated. Subscribe for more Legend reviews to come in the future, and as always from me, please take care, guys, and I will see you all next time. Ta-da, guys.